Okay, also that's good. There's nothing else to worry about. So she wasn't in the car when it happened, so that's good. I I am in this. I wear a lot of hats. I teach yoga, I do body weight energy work. I am an artist and a mom, all the things. And so oftentimes I feel like I over identify with any of those hats. Not only a mom, I'm a single mom. Not only an artist, maybe a struggling artist, And so oftentimes what we put behind or around I, then it becomes our reality. And so I decided not to be a struggling artist, but to be just an artist, or maybe a successful artist, because why not? And so I'm going to ask you to notice the conversation that is happening in your head while we're practicing this asana, this physical yoga practice, and without punishing yourself for whatever is happening there, just to notice what it is, notice what the conversation is. What do you put behind the I am? Maybe like, I should not have woke up this early, or why am I even here? Or anything in between. Does it make sense? I give you a card. With this card, you can indicate if you're okay with physical touch. If you keep it with the generic side up, it's a no, thank you. If you turn it the other way around, it's yes, please. So you can always change your mind too. You don't have to get stuck with what you chose originally. Sounds good? Start seated, whatever makes sense for your body. You can use blankets, you can use posters, however you prefer. Make sure you strap this close. I'm going to use it in a moment. But in the meantime, you can close your eyes, so keep them really softly open, so your eyeballs are not trying to process any extra information. And from that space, take a soft breath in all the way down to your sitting bones. And take a soft breath out, all the way out of the sitting bones, out of the nose. As you observe the breath in this moment, bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. As we connect the lower physical aspect with the first three chakras through the heart space, out of the throat through the third eye, to the crown of the head. Maybe begin to realize our true nature. That we are experiencing this physical body. It's ours, but it's not who we are. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. One more, just like that. Join your hands together in the center of your chest in a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for this physical body, this space, each other, this community. Take a moment to take a deep breath in. Side out. One more. Cleansing exhale, just like that. Breathe in all the way. Side out. Last one. Take an inhale. If Om is in your practice, take an inhale for Om. Release the tops of your hands to the tops of your thighs. Softly open your eyes if they were closed. Bring your hands around your sides. Extend your legs forward for a moment. Squeeze your leg muscles. Give it the world. And cross your legs the opposite way, the inhabitual way. Now take your strap. Fold it in half because they're really long. Make sure that you're holding on to that buckle so you don't hit yourself in the face. It's really funny story later on. It's not much fun when it happens. So from here, we're gonna bring the arms in front. I'm gonna pull the strap actively. So if I come in karate chop it, your strap is not gonna budge much. And from here, lift your biceps up towards the ceiling. Extend your arms slightly forward. Bring your arms up overhead as you keep turning your biceps back towards the wall behind you. About here, you'll find out if your strap is long enough. So you may want to make it longer. So we're going to start taking the arms behind, and if your elbow is bent, you want your strap to be longer between your arms. Take the arms all the way behind ish. Yeah, that's it. Turn your arms forward and up. I'm going to do this 3 or 4 more times. Just a little shoulder scrub, if you will. My friend calls it a shoulder floss. You got it. When you take your arms up next, pause. Keep your spine tall so we're not bending the spine. We're just going to take the arms over to the right. As if you're bringing the right or the left bicep to the left ear and the right hand towards the floor. Press the left arm up, extend the right arm out. Press the sitting bones down. Take a breath in, relax your knees. Take a breath out. Slowly return back to the middle and take it over to the other side. Hold for a couple of breaths. One more breath in. One more breath out. Return back to the middle, over to the right. To the middle, over to the left. You got it. 2 or 3 more. As you breathe and you observe, keep putting the arms actively away from each other. Bless you. On your strap. You got it. Let's take your last cycle. Finish on the opposite side you started. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the right arm over to the left. Extend your arms forward. Bring them all the way to the right. Reach up. Exhale out. Bring the left arm over. Take it all the way around. Reach up to the left. Over down to the floor. Around to the right. Keep inhaling and exhaling as we move. A couple of more. You got it. Bring your arms forward, next pause. Release your strap. Walk your hands forward. Lift your chest as if you're going for a cow pose. Press your arms back, draw your chest forward. As you exhale, cat pose, look into your belly. Walk your hands up to your knees. You can inhale, draw your chest up for cow pose. Pull the elbows actively back. Exhale, round and look in. Inhale for seated cow. Exhale for seated cat and pause. Draw a big circle around through the right, forward, left, and back. A big circle the opposite way. As you reach your spine back, lift your chest up, find your way to your neutral. Bring your hands around your sides. Extend your legs forward one more time. Dandasana staff pose. Ready, bend your knees. Find your way over towards tabletop. You can always use a blanket for a tabletop whenever you like. You don't have to wait for my permission. You always have it. So as you find your way to tabletop, bring your hands just a little wider than you're used to. And turn your fingertips slightly out to the side. That way the front of your shoulder is more free. And from here, press your arms back, turn your biceps forward. Draw the breastbone forward from bottom to top and lift your sitting bones away from the floor. As you exhale, arch the spine, look into your belly for cat pose. Inhale, look forward, tuck your toes under, bring your hands a whole palm forward. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your sitting bones away from the floor. As you find your way to down dog, take a moment. Pedal out your feet and find some stillness. Now from here, can you press into the thumbs and the index fingers a little more? And imagine a line all the way from your wrists up to your hips and lifting your hips away from the floor. Okay, now lift your heels really, really high. Good. And now from here, press your thigh bones back. Press your chest towards your thigh bones. And without dropping the hips, press your heels down. Good. Don't drop the hips, just the heels. Yeah, lift your heels up one more time. Lift the sitting bones even higher. Press your thigh bones back. Press your chest to your thighs. Keep the hips where they are as you press your heels down. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, walk your feet all the way forward to your hands, forward fold. And find your way to forward fold. Release your head heavy, walk your hands side to side. And with the inhale, lift halfway, press your hands on your shin bones. As you press your hands on your shins, lift your toes. And lean forward, hips towards the balls of the feet. At the same time, as you grip your quadriceps around your thigh bones. Bring your arms forward. Take a breath in. Pause. Bend your elbows, catch your forearms. Take an inhale and rise with bound arms all the way up. Pause as you lift up. Lift the crown of the head up to your forearms and press your forearms further back. As you exhale, take a side bend to your right. Lift your left ribs off of the ground. Extend out. Full breath in. As you exhale, lead with the left elbow over to the right. Reach all the way down. Take it over to the left. Lead with the right elbow to left. Take a breath in. Exhale, take a side bend to the left. Lift your right ribs off of the ground. Press your head and your neck back. Breathe in. Exhale out. Lead with the right elbow to the left. Extend. Make a big circle all the way out to the right. Take a breath in. This time, reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, find a little back bend. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other on your back body. Lift from the breastbone to the chin. Take the top of your buttocks slightly down. Take a breath in, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, extend forward, and then release. Inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, bend your hands down, step back to plank pose. You can always plank on your knees. You can always plank on your forearms. But wherever you are, can you pull your breastbone to the chin? Lean further forward. As at the same time, you extend the inner ankles back. Full breath in where you are. As you exhale, downward facing dog, lift your sitting bones away from the floor. Take a breath in your down dog. Maybe horse lips, exhale. Full breath in. Exhale out. One more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, mountain pose. Reach your arms overhead. Clasp your hands the inhabitual way over your head. As you exhale, take a side bend to the left. Take a breath in. Lift your right ribs off the ground. As you exhale, turn the right elbow towards the floor, over to the left. Inhale to rise to the right, rise all the way up. Take a breath in. Exhale, side bend. Take an inhale, lift your left ribs. Exhale, turn the left elbow to the right, sweep it to the floor, out to the left to lift. Take an inhale, extend your arms long. Exhale, a little back bend. Draw the shoulder blades in as you lift the breastbone to the heart. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, forward fold, release. Take an inhale, halfway left. As you exhale, plant your hands down, step your feet back to plank, pause. Maybe keep the knees lifted or bring them to the floor. Shift your weight forward to your arms. Take an inhale. As you exhale, this time lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your hands in closer towards your chest and pull the elbows actively back towards your legs. Now pull the elbows towards each other a little more too. Yeah. Press the tops of the feet down, lift your knees. Yeah. Press the pubic bone down. With an inhale, peel your chest forward and then up. Yeah, as if you're scooping ice cream. I don't know why that's in my mind, but like a skateboard ramp. Full breath in. Exhale, set it down to the ground. You got it. Inhale, come up tabletop. Exhale, take it back to child's pose. If child's pose is not resting pose for you, you can always remain laying on your belly, or you can sit wherever you are. Can you take a deep breath in? Can you take a long exhale out? You got it. One more full breath in. One more full breath out. Lean forward, take an inhale, cow pose. Lift your chest, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips away from the ground. Take a breath in your down dog. Let it out. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the right knee to your nose. Pause. Draw the right knee towards the right elbow. Draw the right knee towards the left elbow. Right knee to the right elbow. To the left. To the right. To the left. To the right. Three-leg dog. Inhale, kick your leg back. Bend your right knee. Squeeze the right heel to the right butt cheek. And now lift your right knee and turn it to the right. Then squeeze the heel in even more. Imagine you're holding like $1 million bill behind your knee. That's it. Turn the inner left heel down. Press the left thigh bone back towards the wall behind you. Full breath in. Big circle around with the right knee. That's it. Big circle in the other direction. Good job. Inhale, extend your leg long. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Carefully step to low lunge. Take your hands on your blocks around your right heel. I like the toe edge of the block. That way I have more room for my chest to lift. Take your right sitting bone down towards the right heel. As you turn the left inner thigh up towards the ceiling, extend through the left inner heel back. Full breath in. With an exhale, keep the spine tall as you straighten your front leg to your degree. Try not to change where your gaze is pointing at. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, straighten your knee to your degree. One more inhale. One more exhale out. You got it. Last one, breathe in. Exhale as you straighten your front leg. Pause. Lift your right thigh bone in the hip socket. Press the left inner heel back. Then lift the right ball of your foot up. As you exhale, set it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, set it down. One more inhale. One more exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up overhead. As you reach your arms up, can you find the same actions? Take the right sitting bone down towards the right heel as you lift the left inner thigh up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, airplane your arms back, shift your chest forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right, bring the right arm back, the left arm forward. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open arm twist and pause. Take a breath in. Lift your breastbone up. Take your sitting bones down. Lift the left inner thigh. Extend the left inner heel back. Inhale back to crescent. As you exhale, airplane your arms, step your back foot forward, chair pose with arms back. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose, add a back bend at the top. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms. Inhale, exhale, ha. You got it. 3 or 4 more at your own pace. Last one. As you airplane your arms, pause. Turn the arms from the inside out as if you want to show your armpits to the front of the room. As you exhale, sit an inch deeper. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, release. Take an inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, plant your hands down, step back to plank, lower down to your belly. Remember, you can use the knees on your way down whenever you want. This time, bring your hands closer towards your shoulders. Bring your fingertips a little wider than you're used to and pull the elbows into your side bodies. Press the tops of the feet down, lift the inner thighs. Inhale, gentle press in your hands, cobra pose. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, come up tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. 3 full rounds of breath. And again, remember, if child's pose is not resting for you, find the resting pose that serves you. Where can you breathe? The teacher was talking the other day about the difference between pain and suffering. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Meaning pain is of the physical body. Suffering is of the mind. And you're going to differentiate between those elements. And the scriptures say we suffer for 3 reasons. Suffering occurs because of nature, we can't control it. Suffering occurs because other humans may cause suffering to us, around us, against us. We can't control them. We can only control the suffering through our actions and reactions. Can you take a deep breath of where you are? Take a deep breath out. It doesn't mean you need to agree with the things that are happening around you. But you also don't have to suffer. Find your way to tabletop, maybe cow pose. Inhale, touch your toes under. Exhale, bring your hands a whole palm forward, downward facing dog. Take a breath in your down dog. Take a breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring the left knee to your nose. Pause. Bring the left knee to the left elbow. Left knee to the right elbow. To the left. To the right, to the left, to the right. You got it. To the left and pause. 3-leg dog. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, bend your knee. Turn your knee to the left. Lift your right sitting bone up to the left heel at the same time as you squeeze the left heel into the left glute. Draw a big circle around the knee in one direction. Big circle in the opposite direction. You got it. Extend your leg long. Take a breath in. Exhale, stepping through a lunge, foot between your hands. Take your hands on your blocks around your left ankle. Lift your chest off of your thigh. Turn the right inner thigh up and extend the right inner heel back at the same time as you lower the left sitting bone down towards the left heel. Full breath in. Keep your spine long. As you exhale, straighten your front leg to your degree without changing where your gaze is pointing out. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, straighten it up. You got it. One more breath in. One breath out. Pause. Keep your hands on your blocks. Lift your left toes away from the floor. Lift the left ball of your foot and then set it down. Lift up and release. One more. Good work. Bend your knee. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Rise. Take a moment. Your hands can always be at your heart or at your hips. Turn the right inner thigh back. Take the left sitting bone down and extend through the right inner heel back. Good. Take a full breath in where you are. Exhale, airplane your arms back. Good. Inhale, come up, crescent. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, airplane your arms back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, open arm twist. And again, inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open arm twist, pause. Lift your breastbone to the chin. Draw the shoulder blades into your back. Turn from the breastbone to the side. You got it. Lift your head out of the neck. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale out, chair pose, airplane arms. Step your right leg forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise up, maybe back bend. Exhale, airplane arms set. Inhale. Exhale out. Cleansing exhale is always an option. Can release a lot of stress from our cellular matrix through loud exhales. That's why when we're angry, we often yell. Last one. Pause. Turn the arms from the inside out. Stay here or lift your heels. Come up higher on the balls of the feet. Maybe sit deeper. Full breath in. Full breath out. You got it. One more inhale. Exhale out. Heels to the floor. Inhale, rise up mountain. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step back to plank. Lower down to your belly. You can inhale. Draw your chest up. Cobra pose. This time, as you exhale, draw the right shoulder to the middle, gaze over to the left. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, draw the left shoulder to the middle, gaze to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, look over your shoulder. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, look over the other shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Lift your chest. Exhale, set it down. Maybe bring your forearms underneath your forehead for support. Pause for a moment. You're welcome to bend your knees and rock them rock your feet side to side like windshield wipers. If you wish, you don't have to. It's just another option. According to yoga, the main reason for why we suffer is because we misidentify ourselves with this meat suit, with this physical expression. And then there is the ego, and then we get attached to things or avoid things. We're afraid that this meat suit is not going to last. Or in other words, we're going to die. Bring your arms under. Inhale, come up tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let it out. One of the things I remember this year is the quote, the first rule of the samurai is remember, you are going to die. So now that we know that, what else is in between now and then? Can you take a deep breath in for you? Can you sigh loudly out? Can you experience your body? Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Inhale, kick it back. Right knee to the right elbow. That's it. Inhale, lift it up. Right knee to the left. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Bring your hands on blocks. One time. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, straighten your front leg to your degree. Rebend your knee. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, airplane your arms back. Inhale, lift your arms up. One time, open arm twist to the right. Bring the right arm back. Inhale, crescent. This time as you exhale, warrior two, spin the left heel to the floor. As you find your way to warrior two, can you turn your chest to the long edge of the mat? Towards the tiger. And as you turn your chest, can you draw the right shoulder blade back and extend the left arm further back? Can you lift the crown of the head off of the tailbone? And as you take your right sitting bone towards the right heel, lift the left inner thigh up. Take a breath in. Let it out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg, reach up and back. As you exhale, runner's lunge. Bring your hands on the inside of your right foot. As you bring your hands on the inside of your right foot, pause. Turn your right toes to the right. Turn the left heel to the left. Lift your hips away from the floor as you lift the right arm up and over your right ear. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower the hips as you swing your arm all the way behind and towards the back leg. Inhale, half circle to the front, lift your hips. Exhale, lower the hips as you bring the arm back. You got it. One more inhale. One more exhale out. Inhale, runner's lunge to the front. As you exhale, look forward. Bring the left leg outside of your left hand. Malasana, downward pose. Bring your hands to your heart. You can always sit on the block. See if you can press your elbows and your thighs into each other. Press the pinky side edges of your feet into the ground. And lift from the breastbone to chin. Take a breath in. Exhale out. Press the feet into the ground. Inhale, come up, mountain pose. Point your toes forward. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Release your head, release your neck, release your shoulders. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Toe heel your feet in closer together. As you exhale, plant your hands down, step back to plank, lower all the way or halfway for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. You can always choose cow pose if you like. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your hips all the way back. Breathe in. Let it out. Take an inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bring the left knee to your nose. Inhale, kick it back. Left knee, left elbow. Nice work. Inhale, take it back. Left knee to the right. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Bring your hands on blocks. Take an inhale, lift your chest one time. Exhale, straighten your front leg to your degree. Rebend your knee. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane your arms back. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the right heel to the floor. Take a moment in your warrior two. My teacher calls the arms in warrior two the arms of steel. She'll keep us there forever. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Can you draw the left shoulder blade back? Extend the right arm further towards the wall behind you. Lift your head out of the neck. At the same time as you draw the left sitting bone down, lift the right inner thigh up. Full breath in. Let it out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straight in front leg. Exhale, runner's lunge. Bring your hands out on the inside of your left leg. You can always use a block underneath your hand if you want. Turn your right or left toes to the left, right heel to the right. Lift your hips as you lift your left arm up and over your left heel. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower the hips down. Bring the arm towards the back. Inhale, lift your hips and arm. Exhale, lower it down. You got it. One more inhale. One more exhale out. Inhale, bring your hands in front. Look forward. Exhale, step your back foot outside of your hand. Set in the space between your legs. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a full breath in. Funny story about this pose. When I first started teaching years ago, I thought this pose in Sanskrit is called Malasana. And it's called Malasana. And how is that different? It's because one means poop or waste, and the other one means garland or continuum of time. And by the shape of this pose, you may be thinking, poop sounds about right. But it's not, even though it really helps digestion. And so sometimes we think we know something, and then it turns out we know poop. And so we can then decide whether or not we want to stay with that or we want to continue and move on. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more inhale. This time as you exhale, bring your hands down to the floor or your blocks. Lift the sitting bones up. Turn your toes directly forward. Don't heel your feet closer together. And from here, take your right leg, lift it up. Bring it all the way around the left leg as if you want the pinky side edges to touch. So the right leg is behind the left. Take an inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the left. I like using my blocks. You can always have your hands on the floor. First, keep lifting the chest. Press the balls of the feet into the floor. And as you exhale, release your head and your neck. Imagine squeezing your inner thighs so hard that you can crush a walnut. Full breath in. Full breath out. Slowly bring your way back to the middle. Release your right foot. Lift your chest halfway. Take your left leg around and take it over to the other side. Cross your legs. Lift your chest. And as you exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Press the balls of the feet into the ground. Lift your chest a little higher. As you exhale, release. As you keep pressing the balls of the feet into the floor, squeeze the inner thighs. Give it the world. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Last one. Slowly walk your hands back to the middle. Release your foot. Take an inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, plant your hands down. Step back. Lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. You can always choose cow pose if you like. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. You got it. One more inhale. Let it out. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Right knee to the left. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Hands on blocks. Inhale, draw your chest up. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Rebend your knee. Inhale, high press lunge. Exhale, airplane your arms back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. You got it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, out, runner's lunge. Hands on the inside of your leg. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your back foot forward, Malasana. Hands to heart center. Press the feet down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Turn your toes forward. Exhale, forward fold. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down. Transition to down dog as you wish. You can always skip or add something of your own. Breathe in. Breathe out, maybe child's pose for a breath. Take a breath in, let it go. Down dog is where we meet. Full breath in the downward facing dog. Full exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee to the left. That's it. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the right. Inhale, left. Exhale, step through low lunge. Bring your hands on blocks. One time. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, straighten your front leg to your degree. Rebend your knee. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane your arms back. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, open and twist to the left. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, warrior two. Release the right heel down. Take a breath in, reverse warrior. Reach the left arm up and over. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the front leg. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the right leg outside of your hand. Inhale, lift your chest, press your hands into each other. Exhale out, wide legish forward fold, turn your toes forward. Take a breath in, lift halfway. Exhale, release your head, shake it yes and no. Put your hands on your blocks, toe heel, you're feeling closer together. And from here, I'm gonna bring the big toes closer to touch and lift the heels really, really high. And from that space, I'm gonna start bending the knees. I wanna bring the knees as close to my toes as I can get them. So my toes stay tucked under and my knees lower down all the way to the ground for toes pose or toes on fire. If you don't believe it, the name is really, really correct. Yeah, notice if your heels are turning out to the side, join the inner heels closer together and pull them back. Yeah, and take a moment here. Maybe you felt the fire right away. Maybe your fire is slower to start. Can you breathe with it? We start on the West, especially with this physical asana yoga practice. It's the most outer layer called Annamaya Kosha. It's created by food and everything we consume. This is the most tangible. We can feel it, touch it, smell it. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And we use our breath, Pranamaya Kosha, the second layer, to deliver our life force to every corner of the body. In that space, we can come into the mind body, or the intellect. Full breath in. Let it out. Slowly lean forward. Bring your hands in front of you. Extend your toes back. Avoid tapping your toes on the floor as you sit back towards your ankles. If sitting on the ankles doesn't work for you, you can always bring a block or a blanket on top of your shins. So there's more space for the knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. As we go after the intellect to the inner knowing, the body connected to the intuition, can eventually reach the bliss body. Where can you relax? Hands forward, extend your legs back, maybe one at a time, maybe find plank pose or down dog, whatever makes sense to you. We're going to find our way towards a cow face pose. I'm going to teach you or show you a different way that maybe you have seen before. I don't know if you have seen this way. There's always different ways, different traditions. Yoga is not uniform as some of us may believe. So there's a lot of lineages. The way that I'm going to show you, it's more of a balancing cow face pose. And so usually we see a lot is bringing the feet really wide and sitting in the space between the legs. But what I want you to try is I'm gonna bring my left leg in front of my right leg, so my right knee is behind. I'm gonna extend my right shin bone directly back, and I'm gonna turn my right toes to the left. And so from here, I'm gonna start walking myself back. I'm gonna use a blanket as I have experienced injuries in my hips, ankles, knees, and so on. And so I am gonna land eventually, bringing that heel in the space between my buttocks and keeping that arch of the foot for support of my left butt cheek. If I sit down here, my knees go completely wide. So I'm gonna bring my blanket here so my knees stay as connected as possible. And then I'm gonna sit back on my blanket. You may not need a blanket for your body. So remember, props are always optional. Switch my legs so we can do the arms from the back. Just gonna show you another cross my legs again. Once you find your way to your legs, then I'm gonna take my strap, and if your left leg is over, that means the left arm is gonna go under. So I'm gonna keep my strap folded. I'm gonna take the loop and bring it behind my left shoulder, and I'm gonna bring my left arm behind and bring it into that strap. And from that space, I'm going to use my right hand to pull on the strap so my left hand can lift up towards my neck. And from here, I can choose to stay here, or I'm going to bring my right arm up and over so my right arm is behind it. I'm going to keep walking my hand further down so maybe eventually my fingertips meet. Maybe they don't, and I keep holding the strap. If my fingertips can clasp together, I'm going to lose the strap. Easy breezy, just kidding. Let me get you. Here and go. There you go. Here. Good. Perfect. And so just as a reminder, when we're in this kind of a pretzel pose, remember, we twist the body to untwist the mind. And so we don't practice yoga to nail a specific shape, even though that could be fun and interesting for Instagram or whatever platforms are modern these days. But this physical posture is helping release stress from physical body so we can sit down, maybe breathe, concentrate, maybe meditate, and maybe find that ultimate bliss, samadhi, nirvana, whatever you like to call it, heaven. Everybody's got a different name. So wherever you are, can you take a deep breath in? Can you exhale out? Slowly release your arms. Take a moment, find a way to tabletop. Maybe plank pose, maybe down dog, maybe you just extend one leg at a time and then the other. Before you do it on the other side, take a moment with straight-ish knees. You can always sit down and extend your legs directly forward. Seated Dandasana, staff pose. I'm going to do the other side. So when you're ready, take a moment, opposite leg behind, opposite arms. So if the right leg was behind before, now it's the left leg behind. Am I correct? Sorry, incorrect. Left leg behind, sit back, turn the left toes to the right. Maybe use your blanket, maybe use more than one blanket, or maybe even a bolster. There is no specific rule of what exact prop and how much of it you can use. Props are there to support you, they're not crutches. If you decide, you can add your arms. This time the right arm will be under, the left arm will be over. Maybe use your strap. If you know you can touch your hands already, feel free to not use the strap. Sorry. You don't need to do this. So let's rip my drop. There you go. Let's take a moment in here. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, the first chapter they explain the goal of yoga. In the second phrase, the second sutra, it goes like this: Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, which translated means yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. It's not a cow face pose or any other pose. It's understanding that the thoughts that are happening to you, around you, against you are not you. You can initiate thoughts, but they're mostly not you, not yours at all. You're the observer of the thoughts. They say once we seize the fluctuations of the mind, then we abide in our own true nature. You can say we return back to source, or we connect with our capital self. We see our soul. And if we don't stop the fluctuations of the mind, then we begin to identify with them. We start believing we are our thoughts. Full breath in. Full breath out. When you're ready, release your arms. Slowly find your way towards tabletop. Maybe plank pose, maybe down dog, maybe extending one leg or then the other. Maybe legs forward, whatever serves you best in this moment. Slowly start finding our way on the back, on our back. I'll give you an option for a fish pose variation and then Shavasana. So we already twisted, we did back bends, we did one leg stuff-ish or balancing stuff. So for a fish pose variation, I'm going to use my blocks. I'm going to take a tall block at the very end and a medium-sized block about 6 inches or so in front of it. I'm going to bring my elbows around that block, the lower block. I'm going to bring the shoulder blades to lay on top of the block. And from here, I'm going to adjust the second block for my head. You can use a different side of the block for any of those. I prefer a taller block. Actual fish pose will be tucking the head under, so you can always lose the block or bring it to a lower setting. We have, as I said, experienced some injuries, so I'm going to release my head all the way back without support from this space. The idea is that the shoulder blades get together, push into your heart. Your heart can move up towards the chest can move towards the chin. And if you like, you can always bring the blanket underneath your pelvis. It's not about a lower back extension in any way. It's about moving the upper back in. In the space, can you begin to observe your breath one more time? Observing our breath is the shortcut to be in the present moment. If there's any shortcuts in life, this is it. It's always now and now and now and now, but we often live in our past, or we try to, or in our future. Can you allow yourself to be present here and now through your breath? Feel free to stay here until the end, or if you'd like to transition, gently bend your knees, roll over to one side, remove the blocks and lay flat on the floor. Flat-ish. You can use your blankets underneath your head and neck, underneath your knees. With a lot of bent knee stuff today, so I suggest that you keep your knees extended so the hip flexors can extend too. You can always bring support to there, your choice. Wherever you are, take a moment to full body scan. Take a moment to release any final tensions you may be holding on to. Relax the skin in front of your throat. Muscles around your forehead. Carefully, start bringing attention to your breath. Take a deep breath in, maybe a long exhale. Begin to lengthen your arms above your head. Extend your legs away from your arms. Wiggle your nose. Ears, sense of perception. Bend one knee and then the other. As you slowly roll over to one side. Use the arm underneath for support. As the opposite arm lands in front of your sweet, sweet heart, take a moment just for you. As everything starts from within. Take a breath in. Let it out. Press one hand into the floor and then the other to come up to a seat. Draw your hands together at the center of your chest. Press your hands into each other as the collarbones grow wider. Take an inhale. Let it out. Take Take a breath in for all those you love so much. Take a breath in for those you don't like today at all. Take a breath in for each and every human everywhere in the world. For all living things, take a breath in. To finish with an arm, breathe in. Bring your hands to your third eye center. There's a teacher in all things, and to that teacher we bow. Om Bolo Shri Sadguru Bhagavante. Thank you. If you have questions, any concerns, I love to learn from you, especially what did not work out, what was strange or weird, or you weren't sure how to follow.